if you feel like everything in your life is falling apart, if you feel like the world is pushing you away, then this is the right video for you. So yeah, in this video I wanted to talk about adversity and why it's good for you. So I think that you need to face the worst sometimes. Like, sometimes the worst has to happen for you for things to get better, obviously. And I think that a lot of issues in our modern society come from being too comfortable with yourself. Like, comfortability and living mediocre is one of the biggest problems why people are the way they are, like with mental health. I mean, I'm not saying that like that's the whole reason why, but I think that's part of it. Like loneliness, depression, anxiety, like all these problems really come from being in a state that's unbalanced and being unaligned. And when you're not fulfilling your purpose, when you're not when you're not doing what you want and you're miserable, like, you feel that way. And I think that something hard has to come into your life so you can work through it and have a better result. Like, even if you fail. And I was watching this video about this guy was saying how, like, hundreds of years ago, people didn't have to worry. Like, people, like, they had to survive. I mean, they had to go out and they had to, like, look for food. But now everything is, like, in the tip of our fingers. Like, if you live in the first world country, like, you have access to, like, basic needs. And we have all the things that we need. And yet we're still unhappy. And I think a lot of those things come from, I guess, not going through the challenges of it. Like, because imagine how boring your life is if you don't face anything. Like, if you don't accomplish anything, like, you never did anything that was, risky. You never took the risk, and all you did was just live a very, like, mediocre life. Like, that's pretty boring to me. And having adversity is, like, I think that's what you really need. Like, that's the solution for a lot of things that are making you unhappy that you're not doing. You need to face those things. Like, sometimes you have to face the worst for things to get better. And when it comes to, like, me having a problem, I no longer like to be a victim. I don't like to defeat me, I guess. If something doesn't go my way, like, I like to have a better mentality towards it. If I don't like this job that's making me unhappy, like, I'll leave this job. Like, I'll find something better. But, like, it's not easy for everyone, because I can't speak on other people because we all come from different backgrounds, different circumstances. So, like, it's not just easy for you to quit your job. But if something is making you really unhappy, if there's something that you really want to do, you have to just, like, do it, because life is going to push you around. And you're going to see that later in your life. Like, as you get older and you continue to live, like, a pretty, like, unfulfilling life, you're going to see how life pushes you around. You're going to see how you're going to be placed in these positions that you don't want to be in. And you're going to just, like, get tired of it one day. Like, you're just going to say, like, I've had enough of this shit, There's something that needs to be done in my life. There's something that needs structure in my life. And that's why you need adversity. That's why you need all these things. And I think that it's not really easy to talk about it, like, when you're going through it. Because when you're going through it, you feel like everything is the end of your world. Like, everything is making you fall apart. But at the end of the day, what you need to go through to have a better life. You know, you need to go through the things of it, and it's just not like, it's not always gonna be a good thing, because talking about it is different. Like, I can say like, oh yeah, you need to go through it, but whenever you actually go through it, it's a completely different story. You don't want to face it. But at the same time, like, that's why a lot of people that don't want to face their problems, like, they resort to like partying, they resort to all these things that aren't really like long lasting. Like, it's just like a short high. Like, it's just something you're gonna feel in the moment, but there's no solutions there. Like, you're not, like, that's not gonna solve anything for you. So I feel like you can't avoid adversity either. You can't avoid these things, because the more you avoid them, the more the problem is going to be there still. So yeah, I wanted to really talk about, I really wanted to talk about in this video, like, adversity. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. So yeah, peace out.